My name is Cole, and this is my city of Riverville. As you can see, it's situated in a city. That's how it's got its name. It's very creative. Um, so the scale is this: an inch is 4,000 feet. So like in this river, it's around like 3,000 to 2,000 feet at the thinnest parts, and then like around a mile or two at the widest, especially around the split right here. Um, this is a pretty average sized city, I would say, close to Cincinnati, which I kind of base it off of, which is around 300,000 people who live here. It's located in like a temperate climate, kind of Midwest or like Germany type of climate. So it doesn't get too terribly hot, and it gets doesn't get too terribly cold either. Um, so residential neighborhoods are located. So I have two types. A lot of my multifamily are located in like the core of the city, here, here, around this part, and then also on the other side of the river, kind of follows around the riverfront and around this little stream, the smaller river right here. And then I have some multifamily residential. You have a little group right here, like probably the higher end houses on the river. And then on the outskirts, I have kind of the suburbs around here. And so for my offices, mainly the cores of the city type offices. So I kind of like pick the middle area and shit is all this in here. So this is like the financial offices where everybody commutes to and everybody works majority. I also have some out here on the outer rim too. So some people don't have to travel as far. Cheaper to build offices there. It's not riverfront. And then I also have some of the other type of the river to accommodate these people who live over here, so you don't have to travel across the river, travel to the city, causing traffic. And I tried to like get the grays to differentiate a bit more, but it's kind of hard. But these like spots, these are like neighborhood schools, public libraries and such. And then right here we have like a university, a big institutional educational place, kind of located not in the center but far off, so it's still kind of a very urban school, not in the suburbs. So for my industry, I've got two areas on the rivers separated by this highway, which gives them easy access to distribute goods, and also have a industrial rail line going through here, so they can get in large amount of goods without using the highway. And also I put them on the river so they could use ferry and cargo boats to transport items too. So up here in this lighter brown, we have a lighter industry, light manufacturing, car parts, stuff like that. While down here we have much heavier industry, which can be like power plants will probably be situated here, where the energy facilities providing energy for this city, or like shipyards for just heavier manufacturing. Commercial uses. So red is, I thought of it like not like mom and pops, but like maybe like distributors such as like Kroger or Target would be situated there, or like mechanic shops, stuff like that. So I put a pretty big one right next to this industrial area because they're the one manufacturing the goods, so it's easy for them to transport the goods that they're manufacturing to this large commercial area. And I also have more dotted around here. So in this part of the office area, mixed use, so people can, after they're done working, or maybe on a break, they can go get some food, go pick up groceries, stuff like that, so they can bring home instead of having to go out of their way to grab something on their commute. So then the pink, more like neighborhood businesses, such as mom and pops or little delis or restaurants. And I kind of put them where I would want them to be if I lived in the area. So around here, we got a lot of mixed use areas with the neighborhood shops. And then we have a big block right here, which is also entertainment, where stadium would be here, some bars right by the campus, and stuff like that. And then over on this side, we got more little shops to accommodate the people on campus so they don't have to travel too far to get the stuff that they need. Also surrounded by some multifamily residential and some single-family residential. So, well, important to me, what I really like about cities too is a lot of green space, a lot of parks. So I tried to add that in. So we have a kind of like Central Park up huge, nice big park in the middle of the business district, so people can go on their breaks or maybe take the family there. And I got some dotted around in the neighborhoods. A big one by the university. Smaller one on the riverfront right there. And then these areas, big parks around the river, kind of more nature preserve areas rather than like a civic park. And so I wanted them to have a lot of green space, a lot of places disconnect from the city so it doesn't feel like it. So I tried to add a lot of those in where I think I would enjoy them. So where I would live in the city, I would like to live more towards the core, brought around this area so I could walk to work, easy commute. You got parks, we got mixed use, so I don't have to drive to Kroger or anything. And I feel like my life would be a lot more easy and enjoyable if I lived in that area. So around the highway, so this is the highway right here, I decided to go for a circular design of the highway so it wouldn't really have any cutting through the city causing congestion, besides this one, which is mainly for industrial access and quick ease if you just need to pass through rather than going around. But I wanted no real highways to intersect in the inner city and kind of topple on top of each other, make those big interchange, clog up traffic in the inner city. So I decided to go with a ring, kind of avoiding all the highway traffic. Now these exits, instead of like having a full highway through, these ones still continue, but they drop down to less major roads, splitting off into the city. So it's no longer a highway, really, after that point. And then I also decided to do a little subway system, kind of just circling the city, stopping at many hotspots like this office area right here, this commercial area right here, park business area over here, multifamily, and then one stop at the university. And then I have a connector line to the opposite side so people can get ease of access to the other side just in case they work over there or they want to go out over there or visit the parks. And these spots right here are my agricultural areas where food is grown, distributed. I decided to put them on the highway, by the highway, so it's easy transportation, so they don't have to travel as far. And then on the outer rim, right here and like right here, a lot of these areas back up against the highway, and highways are loud and noisy, so I decided to add some like foliage, some trees to help just dent, to help the sound of the highway. So I really wanted a not car dependent city as a lot of them are, but more walkable, but still have access to cars and everything, and having the subway system be there just in case if you don't own a car and you're traveling a distance too far to walk, to help people get around. So I feel like it's a pretty typical city, nothing too crazy, but I feel like that's the type of city I would want to live in and want to design, where a lot of people can live and a lot of people can be happy, but still accommodate for the people who want to be able to walk or people who want to be able to drive or ride the subway. So I feel like this does a pretty good job of accommodating around still having everything a city needs to function and live. So, thank you.